and welcome back to another episode of the Grow Through It podcast. My name is Julia, and today we're going to talk about something I know so many of us experience, but often feel so alone in. We're talking about navigating the hard seasons of life. Whether you're going through grief, burnout, a health challenge, or just feeling like things are heavier than usual, I want to share what has been helping me and hopefully remind you that you're not alone. And I want to be honest, I definitely don't have everything figured out right now. I am going through a very hard season and I'm still learning how to navigate it all. I'm taking things day by day, and that's something I'm learning to be okay with. This isn't an episode full of polished advice, but a conversation about how I'm trying to cope, even when I don't have all the answers. But I think it's valuable for me to take you along the journey with me so we can grow and learn together. So I know I haven't shared exactly what I'm going through for the sake of privacy, but I think it's important for you to know, and I feel like it's okay to share. I won't get into too many details right now, but my dad has a very rare cancer, and there isn't really much of an option for treatment. As you may know, I don't live in the same province as my family, so this time has been very hard for me because I just want to be there with them. I have support here, and Paul has been amazing, but it's hard not being with them at this time. I'm sad a lot, and I cry a lot, and I'm also angry that this is happening. It's not fair, and it really, really sucks. I do want to note here, though, that hard seasons are different for everyone. I've been in many other hard seasons in life, and they don't always look like crisis moments. It could be periods of emotional exhaustion, uncertainty, or transition. So whatever you're going through, please, please know that it is valid, and don't compare yourself to what anyone else is going through. I know I've done that so many times. I'll be going through something hard and think, well, this person has it worse, so I shouldn't complain. But that is not a helpful statement to think. They may be going through something extremely difficult, but that doesn't mean what you're going through isn't hard too. Something I also like to remind myself is every single person on this planet is different and deals with things in a different way. So maybe someone is going through something unimaginable, but they might be dealing with it okay. Someone else might be going through something hard too, but maybe less severe in society's eyes, but they could be really struggling. So don't compare yourself, because if you're feeling like things are heavy and you're struggling, then that is valid and you deserve to get the necessary help. The emotional weight of these seasons can be so hard. So like I've said, I've been trying to take it day by day and figure out how to cope with it all. On top of all this going on with my dad, I'm still dealing with physical pain from my accident and now a new knee injury. So my normal coping strategy of exercising is still not really available. I can do a little bit, but not what usually helps me. One thing that has been helping me is allowing myself rest and grace. And I feel like I always have to preface this by saying this does not mean give up everything and lay in bed all day. That is not helpful. I say this a lot, but allowing yourself time to rest and giving yourself grace comes with balance. So please keep that in mind as I share about this point. One thing I'm very passionate about is not hustling your way through every hard season. I know it can feel easier to push away all your feelings and bury yourself into work, but this can cause more harm than good. Although sometimes distraction is nice, like I know coaching for me really helps distract me and brings me a sense of joy, but you have to deal with your emotions at some point. I've also talked about this before, but I often struggle to let myself rest because I feel like I'm not being productive enough. But sometimes rest can be the most productive thing you can do. The other day we got the results from his latest scan back. These results hit me really hard. It was kind of expected, but it still hit me. I could not stop crying, and I knew there was no way I could go to work that day. It would not be good for me to be around kids or be in a supervisor role. It wouldn't be safe and it wouldn't be good for me. So I asked to stay home. I cried for a while and then I slept for like 3 to 4 hours. I'm usually not able to nap during the day because my body just won't let me. So I know if I'm able to nap, my body really needs it. Being emotional and crying takes a lot of energy, so resting after is crucial in my opinion. I knew I needed that day to just feel my feelings and allow myself to be sad. The next day, although I was still sad, I felt a bit better and I went to work as normal. The day I stayed home from work, on the outside looking in, it would look as if I didn't do anything productive that day, but I actually did. I allowed my emotions to come out. I allowed myself time to rest and sleep. I gave myself grace and didn't beat myself up over it. To me, that is very productive. So there are going to be days and times for this. On the other hand, it's also very important to still show up for yourself through routine and resiliency. This does not have to be all the time or every day, but trying to stay in somewhat of a routine most of the time will be very helpful. For me, this looks like doing my physio exercises so that I'm moving my body and healing it physically. It's committing to working on my podcast so I can release an episode every week and keep that promise to myself of never missing an episode. It's reading my books so I can learn and grow and also reach my goal of reading a certain number of books by the end of the year. These habits, on top of my normal day, like going to work, taking my supplements, and spending time with people I love, have been really important for me. It helps me stay connected to myself and builds trust with myself. It proves that I can still get things done and do the things I said I was going to do, even when I don't feel like it. Even if I don't do these things every single day, I do them the majority of the time. So the day I didn't go to work, I didn't do anything. But the next day, I went to work, did my physio, took my supplements, and read my book. All of these things are very important to me, so I genuinely want to do them. Relationships and support has also been huge for me. I've been calling or texting my family members a lot just to talk. I've been leaning on Paul a lot, talking with my friends or my therapist. Sometimes I don't even need to talk. I just want to be around other people. I'm allowing others to help me and show up for me. Sometimes I find myself wanting to push away so I'm not a burden, but I know deep down that that is not the right answer. I need support during this time, and it would not be wise of me to push people away. It's okay to ask for help and need support. The people who truly love you will want to help you. I think sometimes people think it's a weakness to ask for help. They pride themselves on being independent and being the strong one. But this season has really taught me that there are times for that, but it shows true strength to also allow others to hold space for you. Knowing that you are not okay and don't want to be alone is powerful. Again, the people who love you truly want to be there for you. It's important to choose what matters most to you during these times. When everything feels really heavy, you can't carry all of it. So choose what matters most. Paul and I were talking the other day, and he said how he thinks I'm putting too much pressure on myself about reading all these books. He said that I'm going through a lot and it's okay if I don't achieve it. For me, this commitment I made of reading 15 personal development books and 5 fiction books this year is really important to me. So although I agree with him about putting too much pressure on myself, because I do this a lot of the time, I don't necessarily agree with it for this specific example. Reading helps me feel grounded and takes my mind off things. When I'm reading my personal development books, it helps me learn new things and give me a different perspective. I'm currently rereading the Harry Potter series, and I am a huge Harry Potter fan. So reading these books brings me a sense of nostalgia and joy. Reading the amount of books I committed to by the end of the year is a goal that I am passionate about, so it's something I want to continue doing. So ask yourself, what actually helps me feel grounded or nourished right now? If something is not serving you right now and it can wait, let it go. Don't feel guilty about it. Choose what matters most and focus on that right now. Again, for me, this is staying in my normal routine, working on my podcast, reading, and doing my physio. These things matter most to me right now, and everything else can wait. One of the biggest things that have helped me lately is not trying to figure out this whole season all at once. I'm truly taking things day by day. Some mornings I wake up and I feel like I can handle more. Other mornings, I feel more fragile. I'm coming to realize that healing, grieving, and coping all happens one step at a time. I don't need to know what next week or next month will look like. I just need to ask myself, what is one thing I can do for myself today? What do I need to do today that will help me feel better? Taking it day by day doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're listening to your body and honoring the fact that what you need today might be different than what you needed yesterday, and that's okay. Some days I just need quiet. Some days I want to cry and talk about it. Some days I'm able to move forward with focus. And some days I'm just going through the motions. But each day I check in with myself and think about what I need that day. That keeps me from spiraling and thinking that I need to do everything all at once. As you know, I like to give journal prompts for you guys. Take it or leave it, but I think it's good to reflect on these questions to help you navigate the hard seasons you're going through. So you can get out your journal now or just pause and reflect in your head. Question 1. What do I need to be gentle with myself about right now? Question 2. What is one thing I can do this week that supports me? And question 3. Who or what helps me feel safe and grounded? If you're in a hard season right now, know that you are not doing it wrong. You are doing your best, and that's enough. I know I am not showing up as my best self right now, but I'm doing the best I can. Let this be a season of softening, of trust, and of remembering that hard things don't last forever. This is temporary and you will get through it. It also may not feel like it right now, but also know that whatever you're going through is helping you learn and grow and helping you become a stronger and more resilient person. Even though I'm in the thick of it, I can already see some of the ways that this season is shaping me. It's not always easy to find, but I know I'm becoming stronger. I'm learning how to slow down without guilt, that I don't have to earn rest, to ask for help before I hit my breaking point. I'm not saying I'm handling it perfectly. In fact, I'm far from it, but I do feel like I'm growing. I'm also learning the importance of family and holding on to your loved ones close because you never know what could happen. It's taught me to make more time for people that I love and never take anything for granted. And it's also really put things into perspective for me. It's shown me what truly matters and what doesn't. So that gives this season some meaning, even if it's still really painful. So remember, you don't have to have a huge plan right now or be the strongest, most put together person. You don't need to be productive. You just need to keep showing up for yourself, even if it's in the smallest ways you can. Take things one day at a time and ask for help if you need it. I truly hope this episode helps you find ways to cope with the hard seasons and not feel so alone in it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out on Instagram. You can find me at growthroughit.pod. If you enjoyed this episode, I would be so grateful if you would rate, review, follow, or subscribe, and share with someone you think would benefit from it. You can suggest future topic ideas or ask questions using the anonymous link in the show notes. Thank you so much for listening, and remember that you are worthy. See you next time.